Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akosamash, annyeong haseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, or karimaka, jindober, ki or, what do, good morning. It's early morning streaming, it's earlier this morning, we're streaming, we're freezing to death, but no, we're fine. We're fine, we're good, we're tuckled into this little corner here, and we're no longer freezing. In fact, it's a balmy 66.2. Just the way we like it. It's a video game, right? So things don't have to be perfectly correct and correctly perfect. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Happy belated Father's Day to people who are fathers. Or if you're not fathers, you got to take care of something. Look out for something for someone. A person, a place, a thing. Happy you, man. You got pets? Happy Father's Day. You got kids? Happy Father's Day. Yeah, you adopted part of a highway and you cleaned it up. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the above for all the reasons. And if you're not, I recommend I recommend responsibility. It sounds ridiculous, but yeah, get yourself some responsibility. Start with a plan. Hold yourself accountable to something. You'll feel better as a person. There you go. There's my life lesson for the day. Taking a vested interest in another living being and kind of making it a priority of yours to help it grow. It can feel good, and it doesn't have to be a person, and that's okay, dude. So, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Excuse me, as I just burp granola bar and cold brew all over the place. But yeah, I had a good weekend. Spent it with my wife. I got to enjoy the fruits of our labor, our child-free labor. But still got to spend time together. So that's what it is. Happy belated birthday to my wife as well. So yeah, No Man's Sky. That's what we've been getting into. I see no reason to break with that trend. I did enjoy it. Yesterday when we last streamed. And never played a game before. I'm barely even familiar with it, other than I'm like, it's space stuff. I'll be the first to say, it seems like it's space Minecraft, right? It's the survival crafting games, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But I like space, and I like space games. I like open world games, so like it seems like if you want to play open world shit, right? You want to play open world? You're going to be prepared to bang rocks together. Start smacking the rocks together until some fire happens, and okay, we'll do that. We got to this new planet from the starting world, from like Menthe Omega, right? We've been just barely started the building process of like they're teaching us how to build and terraform, right? Kind of scares the hell out of me, like the dig tunnels, but started doing that. I ran out of carbon. I'm assuming they want us to build a complete structure here, but we have no carbon. I started to dig around for some carbon, and then kind of stopped when I got a little lost. But I got myself back here and then saved. So I really haven't advanced the game at all. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this thing, whatever the hell it is, that I have yet to explore. So, yeah, there's definitely shit to do. The only thing that you didn't see on stream was I discovered the manipulator modes, which will let me, what the fuck was that? Which will let me build up. What was that explosion? Was that someone shooting? That wasn't someone shooting at me, surely not. Surely not. Yeah, so we're just gonna jump into it. We'll just get back to trying to progress. I feel like I'm still in a tutorial space in the game. I feel like they're still just slowly uncovering stuff about it. We're learning, I guess we learned I make the computer angry. Which is weird because this is running on the Switch. You don't know if yeah. If you start smelling singed fur, let us know. That's when you know shit's really up. But yeah, I feel like they're still slowly unveiling the game. And of course, as stream indicates, I'm running this on the Switch too. which I'm excited to play this on the Switch too, because I have been thinking about playing it for a while. And you know what? This is a good reason. Oh, this is a good reason to play the Switch too, right? They've added in apparently multiplayer to this version that isn't in the in the Switch 1 version. It's only single player. So of course I'm playing it single player. Anyways, and did some graphic upgrades. It looks. I mean, the dude looks good, right? Our backpack homie here, he looks good. He's out here, you know. Good modeling, good materials, good reflections, right? It's a sharp-looking game. The terrain can be a little bit... You can get yourself in a position where the terrain looks a little repetitive, but that's probably procedural, right? I should say that, you know, one thing about No Man's Sky is it's all procedurally generated, right? So it's all... The computer is doing this. There's maybe some glitchy, janky shit that happens because... It's so weird. There's maybe some glitchy, janky shit that happens from the procedural open world, right? Like, yeah, check these dudes out. I mean, they're real close. I'm not going to take a pot shot at them. I think that'd be a bad idea. But sometimes they're just flying through planets. It's no problem. No problem, guys. But for the most part, it looks good. The carbon-based plants... They're like, oh yeah, search for plants that are carbon-based. Every plant I run into is not carbon-based. Good morning, screaming platypus. I don't know why you guys are not getting your doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doots. Let me see if I can reset the doo-doo-doo-doo machine. And I'll see if that makes a difference. StreamerBot is very, very weird. Well, that does say C+, right? It's not just an above-average student. I need the advanced mining laser, which I don't have yet to get into that larger, I don't know what you want to call that. Good morning, though. We are well, thank you. Hopefully you're well, too. Happy belated Mother's Day to you as a kitten mama. Hopefully the kittens are all doing well. But yeah, like, none of the plants I'm finding are, like, oxygen, or carbon plants. They're all oxygen and everything else. So I gotta get to the bottom of where I can suss out. Where I can suss out. Will you scan these dudes? Scan them. Are they too far away? Where I can get some carbon up in this bitch. Because I think we're gonna need it to finish building our little room. They also want us to do something with sodium rich plant. It's like an advanced builder or something like that. So I also need carbon nanotubes. Yeah, the habitat. So we need carbon. We need carbon for about 4 or 5 different reasons. So that's our priority right now. I'm not going to ignore resources though, because it seems like you always are going to need something. I'm right though. I'm glad you are too. Outdoor strays. Yes. Hey man. Someone's looking out for the cats of the world. Bringing them in. Making them nice and warm. With any luck getting them spayed and or neutered, so they're not going to be causing problems. Oh, we can zoom in. Isn't it like left trigger, right? Okay, yeah. They're fluctuating orthogonal. The Gravitino balls. They're also good parents. Check that out. They are also good parents. And they produce craw milk. So be like E. Kilfabria and be a good parent and produce craw milk. I know you're capable of it. Yeah, what exactly is... I mean... It's a colossal archive. Am I going to be able to ignore this? Or should I just, like, walk into this and, like... Stop thinking about, like, where do I find carbon? Let's walk into the giant alien space technology building. Right? Let's walk into this monolithic whatever this is. And then I'll source raw elemental carbon in the near future. Right, hazardous flora. Oxygen. No carbon in this dude. Yeah. Would have been nice. Oh, there's a bird called killdeer, lay eggs in rocks. When some approaches, they pretend to be... Oh, yeah. I'm vaguely familiar with them. And then they just sort of like, they're like, I'm so hurt as a bird. And they like kind of limp fuck the way. Like, you know, it's like, oh God, no, don't chase me, great big predator man. Right? Like, yeah. I find them slightly offensive because I don't like how they're insulting my intelligence. It's like, come on. Really? This is unnecessary. We don't have to resort to such theatrics. I'm not going to eat your babies. One, ew, offended. Yes, I might reek of Raising Cane's chicken strips as we speak, but that's a different kind of bird. I told her she does a good job on her friends. It's like a kid before they got to go to school on a Friday. Yeah, man, like they got a big test coming. Oh God. All right. Let's, yeah. Can I just walk into this place? Because it looks like it's oddly located, right? That's totally Patrick. The bird thought you were being serious? Alright, so I don't know what the story with this is, but I don't want to plummet to my death either. I don't know why we're taking a little bit of health damage. Like, what's going on? Like, you know. And how do we heal up? What would that be? Life support runs off oxygen, right? So let's drag some oxygen over. Oh, I did. Oh, hold on. No, stop you. I did discover this. Well, discover. I invented the following. If you press down, apparently you can do recharge, right? And then you can pick the thing you want to recharge, and then you can just sort of shortcut. That seems real nice, right? That seems super friendly. My mining beam is almost empty, right? So you can just go bloop, and just pick an element to throw in there. In our case, it's got to be the condensed carbon, I guess. Regular carbon, condensed carbon. Right, and you can reload that way. That was nice. I did discover that. Alright, so they did want me to make carbon nanotubes, which I don't think we have enough carbon for. We have condensed carbon, but we don't have regular carbon, right? And the two are not interchangeable. They are not. So we just gotta find carbon. Oxygen deposit. Deuterium. Ooh, deuterium. Get some heavy water up in this bitch. I don't know if we have to stay near the ship. Because I don't want to lose sight of the base. We did fly away once already in kind of a... Well, hopefully we don't have to be in that exact location anymore. Phase of the game. Because I don't know that I'll be able to get back. But now that we have like a little bit of a habitat going, I want to make sure that we don't get too far away from here. So, like, where's our local, our nearest carbon? Screen Platypus, thank you so much for contributing. I should have like a reward for that, like an alert for that or something. But if you haven't seen, and you are interested in seeing, after all, there is none so blind as he who will not see. We are doing watch another movie with Blaine. If you got channel points, you don't know what to do with them. Throw them towards that. Some Saturday in the very near future, we'll get together. We'll watch a public domain film, and it'll be a good time. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it every time. People who have been watching it seem like they've had a good time. It's been requested, and we'll do it. Towards the once we kind of hit that goal on the timing of it, you know, figure out when it'll be, I'll put a poll on the Discord, and you can vote for whatever film you want to see. First film we watched was Shinichi Chiba's seminal kung fu film. He's Japanese, so the Japanese trying to do the Bruce Lee. Basically, is what they were trying to do with the Street Fighter. Awesome film, fantastic piece of cinema. And then after that, we did Vincent Price in the House on the Haunted Hill, which is a pretty good little horror movie. It's not really scary. You know, it's not like scary horror. It's more like, I don't know how you want to phrase it. Interesting horror. Buried Technology Module. Game you streamed this Friday was political. You lost 2 children to the pits. What game was it? I should check it out. I am very bad at staying on top of watching other people's streams. I feel poorly about it. I should be a better. I'm not always around. New item to record. Salvage data. Just some data. Out here looking for carbon, finding data. You know, nothing wrong with that. Road 96. I heard of that. I did hear that mentioned in the past. Okay, a little bit of open world jank. Just that thing just disappeared. I don't know to what extent any of this, if we do encounter something hyper funky, how much of that is the game, or how much of that is this version of the game, right? But open world games are complicated. Like, shit gets weird. If it's not a carefully handcrafted world, yeah, I don't know why that stuff keeps disappearing. But okay. Need to find carbon. But I'll have to check that out. I am also like going through my my lists of games and figuring out like what haven't I actually streamed, what would I like to stream. Magnetized ferrite, aloe flesh, a buried cache. Well, let's head towards the buried cache. Do we take the ship? It's getting dark. I guess we probably do. And do I also do this? I've been thinking about this for like the last day or two. I don't know if this is a bad idea. But like this is bothering me a little. Can we sort of, you know, even out the grass underneath our habitat, or no? Like this is, you shouldn't try to do this. Is that a mistake being made? Oh God. It seems weird, right? It seems precarious. So let's good enough. Good enough for the moment. But yeah, let's maybe take the ship. We're not overly worried. I'm not overly worried about getting back here. I did run out of fuel that one time, but apparently it's just hydrogen, right? And hydrogen's easy. Hopefully our little sub-base remains on our map. And let's just kind of hover here as best we can. Alright, what do we got? There's a habitat over there. Can I get a better view of what's around us? Alright, I guess we could start with the buried cache. It is right there. You can see a little where I kind of came down here and tried to get my way back up. Nope. And land. And land. And why are we not landing? And land. There we go. Alright. It is a bit cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Alright, so here's our cache. Mine mode. I guess we're mining. Hello. What the hell are you? G. Appleton. Subterranean organic structures. My just sort of...
Thermal protection falling.
My just sort of, you know. What am I doing here? Glutinous lumps! My glutinous lumps. That's my favorite Fergie song. Alright, some carbon. We're full on shit again. Alright, let's offload from inside of us into the ship. Sounds like? Nope. What don't I need? Alright, so what is this? A fragment of data. Alright, let's... If we analyze this, do we get our slot back? We do. We analyze to what end? Crystal fragment. Potentially highly valuable. So anything that I don't know what to do with right now, I'm fixing to store on the ship. Because I don't know what else... Right? Anything I don't recognize. So these crystal fragments sound neat. Well, we could analyze it, break it down into more useful materials. Is that something I want to do yet? They're concentrated element shards. Let's just store them for now. I guess to put them into the ship. What else was I picking up? I can't help but pick up rusted metal. That's just going to happen. I don't know what we're going to do with it, so there's no reason to have that not be in our slots. Salt. Salvage data. Can we... Databanks can be used to create new blueprints. Unreadable... Okay, so we'll just store that. Aloe flesh. Edible plant. Exosuit nutrient system will restore 5% of life support power. Why wouldn't we just use just elemental oxygen? Like, what's the point of having this? Or does it do something else? That is unclear. A geode. Let's analyze the geode. I analyzed the geode. What happened? Okay. Condensed carbon. So we don't have any of the regular carbons. So we have an open slot or two. Platinum. Magnetized ferrite. Living slime. We'll store the living slime. Good morning, Drop-In VT. How you doing? Long time no see. Yes, we were in Japan for a prolonged period of time, for almost a month. We'll call it a month. I'm calling it a month. And who the hell's going to get in my way? The calendar police? Right? They're going to go, no, you can't call it a month. It was only 27 days. Close enough. How you doing? Gravitino ball. A supersymmetrical particle here, diverging with microwave is formed as they prompts a localized reality weakening. Sentinel forces will respond to... It's worth a ton. This thing is worth a small fortune, so I guess there's no point in me carrying it around with me. I need the slot. I knew it! Platy, I knew it! The calendar fuzz is here. Did you figure out what I DM'd you? I didn't even know, honestly. Presumably Discord and not Twitch. I don't know that I saw it. When did you send me a DM? Bearing in mind that I keep odd hours at the moment. A lot of times we're in bed relatively early and up relatively early, so I might not have seen it yet. But if you sent me something, I will absolutely have a look at it. I try to be good for that stuff. I try to be. I'm not always. I'm the dude. I'm the dude what has... Oh, okay, on Discord. Yeah, I saw it got blocked. Don't worry about it. But it's the stream blocks the word Discord because that's where all the bots say it. But I will look for it on Discord. I'm also the dude like I pull up in my cell phone and I'm looking through it and it's like, oh, someone messaged me pictures of their grandchild 2 weeks ago that I just didn't see. So I don't mean to be bad. I genuinely don't. Let's put this back in the suit because we already have a slot for that, right? We're already holding on to that. So let's keep all of our chromatic metals mixed together. Please do. I'll do. If it's in Japanese, why do I? Because I figure what I said. It's gonna be a struggle, but I will always do my best. I don't know what that that lit up thing there is. Do you have anything that? Oh, yep, carbon. Oh, carbon. Let's go get these carbons. Oh Jesus. Watashi wa you're 27. Hold on. Bear in mind, I'll be the first to admit that a lot of times I'm better at decoding than translating, which is not the same thing. And the second half is entirely too complicated for me now that I slide the window over. As it pertains to me, 27. No, wait, 26. 27. 20. 26. That's not age. Dude, no. You're far beyond me. I don't recognize that kanji. I don't recognize most of the kanji for the second half either, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then shite, I guess the conjugation of the suru verb. So you did something. Nope. It is, if I'm being completely honest, look at it, it is beyond my level. Look at this dude. Very few people while we were in Japan. As you are 26. See, I don't know that kanji for years, year or age. So that shows you how behind I am. Look at this fucking dude. I don't think anyone in Japan was like talking about how sophisticated my Japanese was. The best I got, the single best thing that I got that I'm gonna hang my hat on as long as I can. Oh, the cacti have carbon. Cool. One lady said it was kid-a, so it was pretty, or actually I think what she means by that is it was clear. She thought my Japanese was very clear, which I'm taking as a compliment. We were at the Takahashi in Ryogoku, which is like a they sell sumo, but it's kind of like a sumo fan store. Little shop, but nice shop. A lot of really cool stuff. And yeah, it was all white dudes, right? And my wife, right? It was all white dudes and my wife. And they were, as is typical, they were like kind of looking at my wife's jealous because they're like, because why is she in here? And meanwhile, she's as big a fan, if not a bigger fan than I am. And everyone was, talking to the lady in Japanese, and when I got up, I started speaking, and she's like, oh, she goes, because your Japanese is very pretty, or in that case, I think kid-a in that context is, she means clear. And then I'm like, no, it's not. She's like, no, she's I can understand you. It's very. I'm like, okay, good. I'm like, let's. So I'm taking it. But yeah, that's too sophisticated. Second one is the government intentionally hid the information. Jesus Christ. I would have, okay, if you had put a gun to my head, yeah, based on context clues, I was thinking the first one was like, I am 26 years old. But that's not the kanji I usually associate with age, right? There's obviously year, right? You have year, which is like a very simple one. And then there's the other one that's kind of like, I'm doing it backwards, like that I see with age. I don't know that one, or I haven't used that one before. But I would have guessed, based on the context, as it pertains to me, 26 somethings, right? 26 somethings. And the government intentionally hid the information. Yeah, and like the second part, like I maybe can see where that was government, because you have the one kanji, right? When you have, it seems like when you have that sort of that square radical, the mouth one, and like it's the same thing you have like in kuni and koku, and you have something in the middle. that usually seems like that's often country or government type stuff. But yes, it was absolutely epic. It was good. It was we had a lot of we had a ton of great interactions with the Japanese populace at large. That's what I keep telling Mondi. I mean, it's very clear when we get over there that, you know, the average Japanese person, they see Blaine as a friend. They recognize, like, he's a cool dude. You know, we like having him around. He makes stuff, you know, he's not accidentally being too loud and bumping into people, right? They don't think that at all, that I'm some big lummox. They're happy to see me. And they're glad. And they you know, they know I mean well, and they would never take me for granted. But you know, I saved that one girl's life on the train from Crane Crush. She would have been dead if it wasn't for me being so noble. But yeah, love going to Japan. So my Japanese studies, I continue to work on it, but despite like a month of day in, day out Japanese, there were only about 4 or 5 times, I would say, where I just said, you know what, we'll go ahead and just use English the whole time. And in each time, it was because it was something that Mondi and I were doing together, right? And I want to make sure that she was following too. Like, we're getting instructions for our kaiseki ryori dinner, where I'm like, yeah, let's do it in English. The Japanese, okay, I'm like, basic Japanese is okay, right? Kantan na Nihongo dake desu, right? Only, but you know, my wife, she doesn't really speak any Japanese, so if you could speak English, and the girl could, so like it wasn't a big deal. And when we made the perfume and made the cologne together, right? I asked if we could just do it in English because it'll, you know, make sure my wife is appreciating and understanding it. And it's not just me sitting there getting my 3.5% out of every conversation, especially if it's something important, like they mentioned oh yeah, by the way, don't spray this cologne on your skin ever, which I think the one cologne place says, oh yeah, by the way, this is, just spray this on your clothes, not on your skin. Oh god! I'm fine. I think the one place actually does say that, the other one doesn't. Human would be annoying tourist. Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell you this. You are always significantly better than you think you are when you're in the situation, right? So, best example I can give, a good example I can give. There's a longer story to it, but I'm just going to do the ending of it. But I did really like. It was a great situation. I think I talked about it on the stream. But we're headed back from a small train station, like a really small train station, I have a journey milestone. It's basically a little more than like a phone booth. Is how big this place was, and the train station was on the honor system. It was, you could walk past the booth, right? The turnstile. You could just walk. You just tap your pass because, you know, hey, it's Japan and they're good. We're good people. And on the way out, I'm kind of confused by there's one set of rails, and usually there's 2 sets of rails. Like, there's one set of rails going east and another set going west, right? Like, there's a directionality to it. There's like one set of rails, and I'm like, I hope that this goes back the way, yeah, Chisai Eki, yeah, Chisai Eki desu. Chisai na, it would just be Chisai Eki? Or would you have to put a na on it to make, no, because Chisai is already a verb. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, you don't have to put na. It gets confused. The point is, I'm sitting there, there's a lady there, I'm like, I'm gonna go roll the dice on this. Let's just go. And I'm just like, すみません、このプラットフォームの電車、you know, 栃木駅、行ける? Like, this platform train she's like, I'm like, and she's like, and then I'm like, I just kind of go through. I'm like, I just kind of like going slow, like just for the words I know. I'm like, platform, like, you know, この駅, and it's like, この駅の platform. She's like, 栃木駅、行ける? And she's like, oh, so, Dencha, hi. And she's like, tomarimas. Like, and I'm like, oh, I know tomarimas. I know stop. It's just, and she talks, she does a lot more talking, but she's just like, no, and that was the answer, right? Like, arigato. And that was it. Like, my Japanese was horrible, I'm sure. I didn't conjugate verbs correctly at all. Like, I should have a better grasp of, but I'm just saying, it's present tense, right? So it's not past tense. I could use the mas form, ikimas. There's the train, but am I being polite to the train? So I'm like, fuck it, and it worked, right? It was perfectly fine. I had to get, we'll call it antacid, but I had to basically get Prilosec, right? And they don't, no matter what anyone tells you, especially not Google or Google AI, they do not sell, like, medication at drugstores. You have to go to a pharmacy. I don't care what anyone says. You might get stuff you might get like antacids, like Tums, at a drugstore or a Don Quixote, but you can't go get like a Prilosec or allergy pills. You have to go to a pharmacy, and it's a completely different type of building. It's this little small building, and the two I went to, everyone's wearing a lab coat, and you get the impression that like this is not an optional experience. Like, they get there and they sit you down and they pull out the list of like the precautions that you have for medication, like how you take it, what not to do, and they read it, and they, like, in a way to make sure you understand it. It's all in Japanese, but I was able to get through it. Like, I was able to, like, I only picked up on a little bit of things, but like as she's talking, and she's like Hachiji. I'm like 8 hours. I'm like, hi, Hachiji. So like when I would hear a key word, I would just ping pong it back to her. Hachiji, hi. She's like Sankai. So I'm like, hi, Sankai. Hi. 8 hours 3 times. Hi. And I would just repeat back to her, and then I would get through it, and I'd get the medication. So yeah, you just kind of work your way through it. Human will be an annoying tourist only because his hearing is definitely going and refuses to go to dog form. Human, I got your back for this. So first and foremost, as someone whose hearing is also going, y'all bitches mumble occasionally. Occasionally, you guys are out here mumbling. But I've actually offered to go. I've told Monty the second she can't handle it anymore, I'll go get a hearing aid or something. I wear glasses, like, I'm not dating anyone else. I'm not trying to attract another female. Like, that's the woman for me. And if I got to be like a dork walking around with, then so be it. Like, I need it to function. So going to a southern town with a little brick farms. You know what? It kind of is. There is something very quaint. Oh, the TV volume? Nope. That's also not Human's fault. Hold on. Unless you guys have like a decent sound bar or a decent sound setup, like they muddy. What they wind up doing is they put the cheapest possible speakers in TVs these days. The big flat panels. There's not enough room to put a decent magnet. There's not enough room to get a decent throw on the speaker. That stuff sounds muddled. I'm also losing my hearing though, but like, so in that case, the TV does mumble. But yes, there is a percentage of it where it's just my fault for not, and that's it. You occasionally get the, if you ever catch you don't listen to me, or you're not listening to me from Platty, just politely remind her there's a difference between not hearing her and not listening to her. Not listening makes it sound like you don't give a shit. Not hearing means you ain't picking up the signal, bro. I said sounds, yeah. Cheap soundbars are so popular, because the TVs are indiscernible. They just care about, like, getting it as thin as possible, as cheap as possible, as light as possible, and then yeah, the sound on them sucks. As someone who keeps threatening to go get like another, I haven't had like a home theater receiver, like, with like THX. I assume it'd be Dolby something these days. I'm not in the loop. I've been threatening to do that for years. I haven't pulled the trigger on it because, that's money spent that, maybe one doesn't have to spend. surround. So if he's having, well, so Platty, think about this from this perspective. If human liked to read books, right? And he maybe does. And he goes to you, he says, Platty, my partner, the lights in here are too dim for me to properly make out the words in the book. I have to strain my eyes. It's a bit of a challenge. I'd like to get brighter lights in this room. What would you say? And then now think about how less sensitive ears are versus eyes. That's a different you can go like, hey, human, I just don't want a lot of bass. The two things do not have to be related. The nice thing about getting a decent stereo is you can control individual components. He doesn't have to plug the subwoofer in, right? He can turn down the low end, the low frequency. The point of getting a good surround sound is, when they do the audio mixes, like when I do my OBS stream, I have 6 different audio channels going at once. So that if I come back and put it on YouTube, and like I'm talking to Tattletube and Tattletube's too quiet, I can increase his channel discreetly, right? And then I can mix it up so that I'm not drowning out the game, not drowning out. You can balance it out. You can do that with a lot of TV and movies. Is you can control the channel where the dialogue is. It's usually the center channel, and just boost that up. And you can't do that when it gets mixed into like left-right shit, because there's no, you just don't have that. He can have them different rooms. So I'll get headache overload. It's just a lamp, maybe. I actually had a late 90s, probably I got it from like 1999 stereo, but that finally gave out and I couldn't get it repaired, and I'm like, fuck it. So one day I'll set sail and buy myself another stereo, but who knows when that'll be. Oh, I mean, yeah, you could just pull the bass out, but if the key is to get that dialogue, or get that center channel, get that nice and clear. But it is one of these things where in Space Year 2025, they're not really making a ton of options for home theater stuff. Like they make surround bars, like your sound bars, but like that's basically the same problem, just slightly modified. But if you're like, I want these individual speakers, and I can set these speakers to different levels, you're usually in for about $700. All right, how's our carbon going? I will have to look at it. Don't drop the bass. Like right. Drop the bass as in not Skrillex, but as in like old people. Got it. I'm with you. I will. I mean, we just spent like however many thousands of dollars in Japan, and then we're like, let's go back to Japan too. Let's go back next year. And I think we need a new mattress. Like, I get uncomfortable at night. Like, I get like muscle pain or whatever. I'll get muscle pain or whatever, or like joint pain. So there's just so many things to get. It is relatively low on the list. As much as I like movies, and as much as I like watching films and stuff like that, and I recognize that sound is a huge part of that equation, and I should not neglect it. A human likes to go to car races. Well, do you wear noise canceling versus just wearing earplugs? I tried to take Mondi to the monster trucks for her birthday. Not that we're big monster truck people at all. It's just something different. I was just trying to get some variety. Grip somewhere over there. Dropping. He gets lulled to sleep by the bass. The low frequency just curls him up. Earplugs not great for you. I respect. I mean that's a valid answer, right? Multi-tool, new guide. Just put carbon back in. Mondi's the same way. I have earbuds. She has like ear cans, like I'm currently wearing right now, which are. I wear these because my hearing sucks, and these Sony these monitors, to use I believe what is the correct term. I might be using the wrong term. It does seem to make a difference for me from being able to hear, especially like work calls and stuff. Like it is very assistive. They're not the coolest looking headphones, but like I did a minimum amount of research, and it was kind of like, hey, if you want pulpy roots, girl, can I show you my pulpy root? If you want to be able to hear, you know, this is what you get. She understands that you two would get along. Keep digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging it. So we're just grabbing carbon here to finish off our little structure, and then build the nanotubes, and then I guess move on. Like this planet seems interesting and all, but like, you know, I don't know that I necessarily want to set up permanency in this planet. But yeah, I forgot to mention, I was semi-reading, and they had like patch notes for the Switch version. It was something like, you can become mayor of a settlement. Like there's like political structures and shit in this game. Like, I don't know how to make heads or tails of that. Oh, here you go. Oh boy. Yins 2 get along. Keep it down. Keep it to a low roar. You can really find good ones for using firearms. Probably. That's actually a good point. I bet you that you could spend a pretty penny if you go like to I don't know if the shooting range, or you go to a sporting goods shop. Probably that signs that I'll sign off on that. It's probably right. All right, so we have a ton of carbon down here. Let's go try to finish this building. So this plateau we're on, while cool, has a distinct dearth. Oh shit! Has a distinct dearth of actual plants. So this is a cool place and all, but nothing really that we want to grow grows here. Much better than we can find elsewhere. You know, and I think that's one of the best things you can get out of the internet is you'll get to different interests. I don't know what you want to call it, like different areas of interest. Will you land a fucking plane? Communities, fandom, whatever you want to call it, where like a lot of them have their own little niche thing that translates into like real life. You know, where they're like, oh, if you're super into, you need glue. I gotta glue something together. Somewhere out there is like a hobby modeling subreddit you can go to where they'll tell you everything you know about gluing glass to fucking leather, and it's true. Like, and it's actually accurate. Like, yeah, no, this is good advice. So I bet you that, you know, the shooting dudes got good ear protection, because otherwise they're not going to be doing that hobby for very long. All right, let's keep building out this. Build out our ceiling. Build out our ceiling. Ceiling. Let's put a door on our habitat. Where I dug out a little entrance there that I probably didn't have to. Cycle part. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Alright. Angled door timber. There you go. And then let's do walled timber. And we've built it. We've built a base. I'd still rather have big cans if the firearms are going off. I can see that. I know you like big cans. Hey, look it, we built a building. Hey, and there's a door. We did it. We did it, gamers. We did it. Game doesn't seem like it gives a shit, so let's move on to making our... Nope. It is cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Alright, let's go make our carbon nanotubes. Because the game wants that to happen. Baby, it's cold outside. Alright, so we got nanotubes. Craft nanotubes. Construction unit requires carbon nanotubes. Alright, so... what am I doing wrong? Alright. Deploy the construction research unit. I guess we could build that inside, right? Let's build it inside.
Incoming storm.
The can style for explosions, the big boomings type stuff. If only we had enough explosions. We don't get as many explosions as I'd like to anymore. All right, construction research unit. Analysis online. Diagnostic suggestion. User should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis. I did. Base teleport module. Costs 2 salvage data. I only got 1, right? And then we also need metal plating, carbon nanotubes. Alright, so we got 1 salvage data. So we can make a teleport. Wow. Solar panel. Interesting that, like, solar power on the tech tree is further along than fucking matter teleportation, but okay. Spend the salvage data at the construct to learn. I mean, you say that, but I don't have enough salvage data, I don't think. Oh, I do have enough salvage data. Starship is out of range? Please. Please. Oh god! Oh god! No, 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 no! Back inside! 4th of July is upon us. Alright, is the storm still going on? We're good. No, we're not. Procedural! Like, that's a bit of a bummer. Like, how do I know the storm has passed if they keep hiding that shit? Gotta go make sure 3 El Margarita for... Happy birthday! Happy birthday if it's your birthday. I mean, you did say you're 26. I didn't know you meant now. It was just my wife's birthday, so happy birthday to you both. Enjoy your margarita. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try to respond to you on Discord. Yeah, we need to get back into doing the Japanese breakfast club, so the studies will continue. But happy birthday, buddy. He mentioned it, Blaine. I know, but ADHD, and I'm playing a game. I'm doing my best. All right, is the storm over? I mean, like, it looks like the storm's over, but the storm's not over, right? Like, come on, man. Happy birthday.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Thank you, computer man. Storm clearing is not the same thing as storm cleared, Blaine. Alright. And now it's going to drop to, like, the negatives, right? Hard swings! A hostile-ass environment, to be sure. Alright, so we want the salvage data. We want that back on us. Alright. And now we're going to go research teleportation technology. Alright. Which again is it's funny that that's more obtainable to us than solar power. Yeah. We are low on carbon nanotubes and metal plating, but I can make both. So let's make both. I have space for both of them. Okay, so carbon nanotubes. We want 2. We want to what? Craft more. Craft more. I mean, I didn't press Y. Craft more. And then we want 2 metal platings, right? Which we make out of ferrite dust, which we have a shitload of. Okay. So here we go. Now can we build our teleporter? Outside. Analysis unit online. Yeah. Build technology. Because we have enough 4 metal plating. Can I do it from here? It will not. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Research!
Item received.
Long distance teleport machine. To verify network integrity. Users are urged to verify network integrity before inserting any matter they cannot afford to be separated from. Alright. Your base can be renamed. Interact with your computer base. So can we just build a Stargate here? Is that what I'm hearing? There you go. Let's also put our flora containment, I guess. All right, look at us. We got ourselves a nice little space. We got some space happening here. How many of these do I have? Oh, I'm just burning through my carbon by placing it constantly. Got it. So we're gonna stop doing that. Insufficient power. That makes sense in some way. Alright, so they're going to want me to rename the base. So again, we're still tutorializing, so we'll just keep going. And we'll call this... We shall call this land... I mean, were they happy with that? Alright, learn the biofuel reactor. Learn base module at the construction research unit. Okay, biofuel reactor. Go fuck yourself a ketone Kimetsu. Alright. Biofuel reactor. 1 salvage data, which we don't have. We also would need save beacon. Oh. Thank you, Jinnerbomb. Good morning, Jin, by the way. Oxygen. So we got to get some salvage data. So let's... I guess the name of the game right now is salvage data. Right? That's certainly what they're indicating to me. So where's our next salvaged data? I'm gonna... We're gonna take a left turn here. We're gonna check out this structure. There's got to be a way for me to get in that building, right? It's... How long am I gonna ignore this? I get that the game wants to tutorialize me a little, but we built a base, right? We built us a base. Let's go see what this thing is. I mean, there's a fucking landing pad. There's no way I'm not going to go check this out. I've done my best to ignore it, but I can't. Do I have to request permission to land or anything like that? Hopefully you're having a good day, Jin. Did that work? It seems like that worked. Now what? Let's get out of here. Can we walk around in this building? It seems like we can. Thank you, Jin. You're an officer and a gentleman. Is there a run button we can... Oh yeah, look at all of this, huh? Look at this stuff. Technology Mertens Rindy Hootie, craftable blueprints, many components required. Gra, interloper, vicrine. So we know what the word vicrine means, interloper. Artifact exchange. Archaeological vault status secure. All right. Ancestral vault. If we compensate for new artifact in exchange for equivalent lost artifact, biological sample. Oh, biological samples. We could do that. So I wasn't actually expecting like bipedal. It sounds like, you know. Welcome, Interloper. This is the reference for Hermosa Prime. Dispense planetary chart. 15 nanites. Do I have nanites? Yeah, sure. Do I? Yeah. Hey, there you go. Treasure ruin chart. Directions to an ancient ruin site. Access for treasure by plot. With Y. It said press. Is it actually on my inventory? It is. Plot. Ooh. Oh! Where? I mean, isn't that just where I McFucking came from? Arrive in 14 hours. Really? Captain! What's up, Captain Daff? Put her there. Interloper, mon dieu, leading us there. They at least... I'll practice. Yeah. Viking. I know Viking, we learned that. Yay! Me and Captain Daff is buddies. You impressed your first Viking. Hell yeah, I did. Alright, cool. What else can we buy down here? This is getting to be A-okay. Projectile ammo. Unstable plasma. Pugnum. Alright, so I don't have... I can't buy any of this, but... I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was just gonna be... I thought it was gonna be like... How do I even phrase it? Like... unintelligent life. Boron. Practice language skills. Flag bearer absolutely plays with minds tools. They listen to interloper. Gossip aloud. When they recover, present me with a gift. Sweet. A Viking dagger can be offered to a Viking to improve your standing. Oh, okay. So this seems like something about becoming mayor. Do you like? Is there like the whole social? Good morning, Emmy. Hopefully you're having a 3-liter margarita. 3 large margarita. I'm used to hearing guttural shouts. Instead, it appears to be whistling, lacking conventional lips. Performance complete to look at me expectantly. We will practice language skills. We'll say Viking to this dude. Interloping. They seem to impress him. Yay! She is not allowed that at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're having a good day otherwise. Is this because you broke Jin's monitor that you're not allowed food or water? Jin, I understand. I do the same thing. Was. Oh, so we learned the word was. We learned past tense. Past tense. In pain, but all good. I'm sorry, dude. Liquidator G-Wows. Grah. Well, we should have said Viking. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if a woman knocks over your monitor and cracks it, you know, no food and water for a month, right? Is that... No? Is that... Is this not a safe spot? USM 0506, thank you for the follow. You're an officer, a gentleman's call. You're all good things rolled into one, and I wish nothing but the best for you. Ancestor Vault. Okay, so there's all kind of shit here. Well, let's go. Let's do the treasure map. Jin. So the joke, the joke of it is domestic abuse. No, the joke. I didn't know why you were unable to eat or drink, but Jin had his monitor cracked, and so like, in my hilarious endeavor to be clever, I'm like, Emmy broke Jin's monitor, and Jin's like, you may not eat or drink now. Oh, okay. Or was she? I mean, I've been watching a lot of Murder, She Wrote. Or was Emmy not in the room? Right? Been watching a lot of mystery stuff lately, so Is that just what Emmy wants us to think, is that she wasn't in the room? Or was she actually not? I'm sorry, dude. I don't want that for you. The power of... Well, I think if a woman can knock over a monitor with a fart, that she's entitled to that. Like, you know, that's... You came across it honestly. It's like the Song of Fire and Ice, right? She you know, she paid the iron price. So, like, hey, I respect that. All right, we have low fuel, so we're definitely going to fuel up here. But let's go check out this. Where the hell is the thing? Ancient ruin. All right, so let's tag our ancient ruins, so I don't lose it. Not the farts. Hope they figure out people. Oh. Yeah, Hemi, I wasn't aware you weren't doing great. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want that for you. Came down. She came in like a wrecking ball, right? Is that how it works? Yeah. I don't want to out anyone I live with about, you know, passing gas and whatnot, so I will mostly stay quiet on the topic, because I am nothing if not delicate. Well, I hope you feel better. Ancient ruins. So I know if we hold down left and right, I think that's like we go really fast, but I think that's like interstellar quick, interplanetary quick, not like I don't want to wait 43 minutes, but let's... Nope. Yeah, okay. So should I actually broach the atmosphere and, like, come... Because I'm not going to fly for half an hour here, folks. So should I, like... Oh, you can never trust the fart. Alright. So gain a little bit of altitude, that's... Is it moving away from us? How is it getting longer? Why is it... Alright, how did we leave the atmosphere last time? So if we kind of get up and over, can we... See, now that's moving faster. That's what I hoped would happen. We get out of the atmosphere, a little bit less drag. I'll out human, he's a sleep farter, and the kicker is after each fart, he adjusts his blanket. Poor human. Poor human, poor Platy, poor everyone. I mean, hey, who wants to die alone? But it seems like, you know, we just kind of have to put up with the farts, right? Like, we don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. How is this getting further away? I'll peek and, like, the number's going up, but meanwhile, we're going faster. I don't want it to take 22 actual minutes. Okay, so we have our pulse drive here. 3, 2... Oh, God! Stop! Hey, we did it! Alright. Are we closer? We're a little closer. Okay, we can do this. We can feather it. How close are we? 2 minutes? Alright, we'll go. 2 minutes is fine. Let's ride our ship up. Am I going to be able to find my base, though? You going to fisticuff the doctors? Hold A to... Oh, right, there's also a boost. Oh, right. I don't have to try to use the pulse jump. I can just use... Ah, well. Still good to use. Again, look at this. Look how fast I'm going. Why is the time... Okay, because we're slowing down because we're entering the atmosphere. That makes sense now. That makes sense. Okay, I'm not entirely stupid. That makes sense. Where's our fuel reserves? Because I'm guessing we hustled through a bunch of it. Alright, 40-some seconds. We'll wait. Talking about the video game. There's a lot here. So, again, as someone who hasn't played this game, hasn't had a huge... has spent like a lot of time learning about it. I just know about it kind of in passing, of it having like a somewhat rough launch, how it really overpromised, under-delivered, and kind of coming around to what it is now. If you have a Switch 2 and you got $25, I think you could do a whole hell of a lot worse than this. This seems like this could easily be a multi-100-hour game. I got bored real quick. I don't know how far you got into versus how far I am into it. I don't like base building stuff. I find it dull. But the exploration stuff seems like it's kind of cool to start. Alright. So now what? This is where you wanted me to go. Here's where my treasure chest was. Now what? Pyrite deposit. Is there anything in here that we actually want to have? So this is where our treasure map went to, right? And we've arrived. And now I'm looking for what video game? What? I'm gonna guess what? What Platy what? Should I start just digging down? Oh! So special tabletop role-playing game shop. Even though I've not been a big comic book guy for about 30 years. I'm a huge board game person, but I've kind of stopped buying because I never play them. They stack up and I feel sad about it, so I don't try to do that. And this is a comic shop and a tabletop board game type place. Anytime I see a shop, I go in and I support them. So be sure to support your local game shop. It is an incredibly challenging business to run. The Gummy Bunker. It is an incredibly challenging business to run. They're almost always done entirely as a labor of love. And if that's something that you're into too, Gravitino Ball. If that's something that you're into too, oh god, why are there sentinel units? Oh, hold on, I don't have time to wax philosophical. Go, Duster. Shit, I have no fuel. Can I refuel the ship? Paul said refuel. Refuel. Is that good enough? Shit, I don't have... Okay, we gotta make hydrogen. No, nothing is over. Nothing is over. Hold on. We can go here. And then we can make hydrogen. We don't have any metal plating. We gotta make metal plating. Right? And now we can make dihydrogen. Right? Alright, and now we can go and... Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! 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 Was that the treasure that I had to find? Oh god. Oh shit. Faster. 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 Oh, the fuck. Lock. Press ZL to lock onto your target and chase the... What do you mean chase them? With what? ZL. I mean, you're saying that like I know how to fire. Do I have a gun? Oh shit. am I pressing? A, B, B, A? A, B, B, A? Weapon system overheated. Ah, fuck. This is not okay. Like A? The answer is A. No, the answer is B. It was a B button. B button the whole time. I'm already at my dogfighting phases, huh? Cycle weapons. You say that. I think I'm getting them. I'm getting them. Fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. Splash him. One down. And how many to go? Oh, God. I have to recharge the shield. Deflector shield. Charge it. Okay, so you actually have to charge your shields with, like, sodium. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck that, dude. Who's next? Fuck this dude. Did I get him? Alright. One more dude. New guy, space combat. You tell me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck. There's no. Too many. How do we escape? Let's go. Let's get out of here. Jesus Christ. Recharge our shields. Charge our shields. Recharge what? Recharge what? Thrusters. Everything's online. We just can't get out of here because we're in combat, but they keep spawning. A Sentinel capital ship? Alright, so... Oh, God damn it. Go! Run away! How do I run away? Alright. Run away. Pulse there I've enabled in 12. 9. 8, 7, 6. Fuck. So I guess if they hit me, then my shit resets. Ship at 0. I have no sodium. I got no batteries. Alright, we gotta fight! Let's shoot him down. I mean, we're away from the capital ship, so any luck. Fingers crossed that we can, Yeah, I know! Thank you for being helpful. you say this?
Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken.
All right, so we have to cycle between our
Damage taken.
our photon whatevers and our missiles. You got to cycle because missiles overheat, rockets overheat.
Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken.
Fuck you.
Critical damage taken.
All right, cycle. Is that it? That all of them? Nope. One more.
Critical damage taken.
Pulse engine online. Get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here then. Ooh. Are we safe? Are we away? I suppose we survived? Well, at least we know where our base is. Jesus fucking Christ. Spooderman indeed. We're good. We're good. I love the D&D group on Mondays. If you must play D&D, we're going to see if we can get I love it. I love the idea. We'll get, hey Platty, I'll message you on Discord. If you and Human want, I've been threatening to run a, we'll call it D&D. I've been threatening to run an Aces and Eights campaign for some time now. I've never run it before, but it's Wild West. But there's a lot of really cool systems in it. Like they do shit in a really interesting way. At least I think it's interesting. So if you guys were interested, you'd be welcome to join that. Right now it seems like it'd be Taltube, Jinnerbomb, Mondi, and Yins too. If Yins want to play, you'd be welcome too. I don't know when it would be, but maybe in a couple weekends. And it's okay. No one knows the game. It's universally like, I don't know how to run it. I barely understand how to play it. And we do it all together. Good. We'll do it all together. I'll message you guys on Discord. We'll figure it out. All right. We're going to go back to the outpost. Have we healed up? Is like diverting powers to weapons. So apparently you can do that shit. Instead they just throw me dick long into space dog fighting, and then I gotta figure out how to do it. So hopefully it's safe to go back, and if it's not, oh well, it's on me. And hopefully that was the treasure at the treasure chest. They're like, oh, that's treasure. There's a treasure chest. There's a treasure map. Hopefully that's where I was supposed to go. Will I automatically fall out of, Nope. Will I overshoot my target, or do I gotta, like, So we desperately need sodium for shields. That's good to know. Get out of the atmosphere, travel a little quicker. Right? It makes sense. Like, I'm not a huge space sim guy, but some of this stuff seems relatively intuitive, right? Like, if you fly higher from the surface, less drag, you move quicker, right? So, kind of like a ballistic trajectory, right? You want to go up and over, leave the atmosphere, come back into the atmosphere when you're getting closer. Oh, God. And then we safely touch down. Science! Thomas Dolby is here. Alright. So we survived. We did it. We did a survival. There's a space station we discovered. And again, I assume... It looks like that might have been our treasure. I guess? Let's get in here. Alright, and we're back. We've entered our outpost. What were we were trying to do? We were trying to do salvage data, which of course we did none of. There's our Viking dagger. We can make homies with dudes. Pulpy roots. We should clear some of our inventory here, I think. But alright, so what are we doing now? Starship's out of range. Terrain manipulator. Create a new multi-tool and improvements. Like, what new multi-tool improvements could we do? Force field. Personal force field. That could be cool. Bolt caster. Okay, so that lets us actually, like, attack ground dudes a little bit better. Alright, can I improve my starship? Because it's clear to me that I need to help out my starship a little. And our positron accelerator is... So that's what we were shooting the dudes with. It is extremely powerful. It is critically damaged. We should maybe try to boost our... Alright. Oxygen recycling. Increases the capacity. Oh, so we just need oxygen?
Technology installed.
Alright, well there you go. We had that. There you go, we could do that. Alright, so we can slowly upgrade ourselves just by doing shit like that. That's not going to help me in space combat, which I don't know if that's the most perilous thing we've done on this run so far. But I do think we need to pay a little attention to getting our starship repaired. Because starships were meant to fly. Alright. Let's try to fix our starship. So, how do we repair? Cadmium. Cadmium. Where the fuck am I going to get cadmium at? Cadmium! Holy shit! Is there even cadmium on this planet? Alright. Can we have no upgrades. That's fine. I told you, he said, yay! Excellent. It would be a lot of fun. We'd be happy to have you. Scatter blaster. Okay, so this is a thing we could probably sell at our where you ma blow it, right? These Gravitino balls, we picked one up and then the Sentinels came after us. They seem valuable as well. I gotta figure out what's up with those. So, alright. Where were we? When we last left off... Let me try and remember. Alright, just maybe a sonic boom. When we last left off... They wanted us to find more salvaged data, right? So we placed the teleporter, and now we gotta, like, get it powered with the biofuel. So that's kind of like quest 1. Quest number 2. Obviously, we have this giant archive of alien information in front of us, and we're making boys with them, so we can keep doing that. we have the space station to investigate as well. The teleporter sounds useful if I'm going to get chased off-world. So, let's see if we can't try to find a cache. Or maybe, you know what, we might find some of that data on the space station. Like, is that a 2-for-1? Our ship is a little beat up. Hopefully it's not a space combat type thing. Right? So, let's get some sodium for our shield. Let's do this. We'll get sodium for our shields. Because we know we're going to need it. Where's there some sodium? Probably down near the salt water, right? There'll be sodium here. We need sodium for the shields. Then we'll go check out the space station. So I think if we just did... Well, there's salt down here, but is there actually elemental sodium? And does it actually matter? Alright. Alright, so hydrogen we need... We're going to need a bunch of because that's our thrust fuel. We've already started to go through that, so let's get a handful real quick. Alright, so let's talk sodium. NaCl. Where's our NAs? What are you? That's flesh. It's kind of food. Oh, sodium. Who's got sodium over here? Let's identify this plant. Oh, this is just sodium-rich plant, so we'll grab some. Alright, so those yellow patches we saw from Orbity, or from the air. Alright, we're going to sodium up. Sodium is for shields, and that's good enough for me. What's this? Hazardous plant. We analyzed this plant before? This tree? I don't think we have. Kill off the hazardous flora. Alright, we'll get some more sodium for shields. We'll go up to the space station. And we're looking for, like, salvage data so we can get research to biofuel so we can connect our teleporter up to something. Maybe it's like a Starbound type thing that you get the teleporter connected initially and the first thing it does is take you to, like, an existing place. That would be cool if that was the case. Oxygen-rich plants, sure. We know we're going to want more oxygen. Alright. Oxygen's important. Can you track an element? Like if I... Like, can we tag it and then it just helps us find sodium? Like, if we're, no, it's just gonna... Oh, shit. We got our sodium. Nope, there it is. Crashing energy-wise. Crockpot. Oh, it's a chicken out of the crockpot. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for looking. Feel better. Again, happy belated Mother's Day. Thank you for looking out for the strays. The world needs good people like you. Okay. Where are we at? An armored clam. Alright. How much sodium do we have? 53. I didn't pay close enough attention to know what does that mean as far as... Is that 1 shield recharge? Is that 2 shield recharges? Is that negative? Right? Can we not... That's not even a single... Alright, I gotta learn how valuable that is. We'll hit this sodium on the way back. What happened to the sodium we were looking for? Did I walk past it? Did it despawn? Nope, it's over here. Alright. Cool. Alright, I think this is the little plot I saw earlier. Alright. Let's make a beeline for the space station. We have some shield, I guess. And I'm prepared to die. Like, what else is there? You right? Let's do this. This is the second stream we've done, and we have yet to bite the dust. I feel like we're due. Let's track that. Can I track it? And we'll just go up. Up and over. A little further out of the atmosphere might help. A little bit of a boost. Turn over here so we can get a better view on it, right? No, don't land. Track it. All right. Let's do our little... Now, will it stop for us? Does it, like, know we want to go here? Or are we going to fly right past it? It's time to discover that. It's time to discover it. Are we going to crash into it? Or are we going to stop? How are you going to handle this game? It sounds like we were going to crash into it, so I stopped on my own. Alright. Is there a docking computer? Or am I going to have to land this bitch on my own? Let's be gentle. Good music. Oh god! Alright, so get... Fucking rad. A Yagariel Station Major. Fucking rad. I thought it was gonna be like a derelict space station. Nah, this shit is occupado. There is dudes in here. Cartographer, exchange navigation data. Cool. Like, do I have anything worthwhile to you? We know the and we know was. At first glance, they don't seem particularly interesting to you. Perhaps the code will change your mind. Alright, we don't understand each other yet. I maybe need to go skip more of the Viking, those little artifacts that tell me more about their language. Maybe need to learn a couple more words. What's up, attendant? Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. teleporter. Galactic trade. Oh, Omega Jelly. Oh, so you can trade. It's like a drug dealer, right? We're gonna buy and sell, buy high, sell low. You know, that's my motto. Magno Gold, pure ferrite, buy for 35. So there's the man. So okay, so the man goes up. You can offload stuff. Got it. Got it. Okay, so there's like pure economy in here. I guess we could buy ships. Can't imagine how much a ship is going to cost, but you build a fighter, build a hauler, an explorer. Holy shit. So it's a solar sail ship. And then I guess you gotta like select your fuselage. What did I do wrong? Choose your fuselage. Let's check out the solar. I'm not gonna build one right now, but what do we need? Okay, these are all the different kinds. I guess you have to discover them, or do you buy them separate, or like what's the story on that? Starship outfitting. Deploy drones to target ship. Where to find upgrades? Use this outfitting to increase your class. Purchase from technology merchants. Alright, so... yeah, let's upgrade my ship. Ooh, no, we don't have anywhere near enough. Okay, so we need more nanites. 10,000 nanites. What do we have as far as nanites go? I know I've seen that. We have 450. But can't we sell... what can we sell that was worth? Is that nanite, or that's units? Nanites are... oh, okay, so... we have 40,000... You have two forms of currency. You have units and nanites. So... what's... to upgrade the class? What are we looking at? 7 million units. Okay. So, way more than we're currently dealing with. But not impossible. If we just keep talking to dudes, we're just slowly going to understand what they mean. 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. String of code is perhaps my base computer will be able to make sense of this. Okay. Every space system serves as a hub, speaking to every life form's chance to learn, train, gain standing. Visit Technology Merge to upgrade your ship. Visit a cartographer directions outposts. Take rewards from the mission agent and valuable rewards. Use a teleporter to instantly return to your base. That's why we want to build a teleporter, so we can get to this space station easily. Not that it was all that difficult in the first place. Scout Agoda. Gra. R. Interloper. R. Is Vikreen. Practice our language. Grakak. This seems like this is an important station core. Life support system stable. Okay, so I guess that's kind of like the thing in charge of the space station. And if we get in bad standing, you could like forge a passport to get in good standing. Technology merchant. Like, what do you got? Interloper. Purchase upgrade modules. C-class reactor, B-class reactor. These cost a lot of nanites. Hyperdrive module, Starship shield module, infra knife module. Okay, so there's a lot here. Alright. Looking at the time, I might have to start wrapping up, but there is... I was not expecting this. I don't know why I thought it was just kind of like... I didn't expect there to be alien civilization, I guess is what I'm getting at. So this is interesting. And that, you know, there's a whole thing of like learning their language. That's going to be a thing. Let's I guess, shit. Let's get back. Or at least try to. See how well I pull it off. Alright. So Hermosa Prime is here. They're very kind. They're at least giving my little, my outpost. Press hold Y to tag. We'll just go ahead and fire up our speedy things. And I'm going to trust that it's going to slow me down or let me know when I got to slow down. Okay, it does just slow me down. Okay, cool. So we could just coast that all in. We don't have to play Celestial Mechanics and do the fucking Rich Purnell, Childish Gambino. Rich Purnell is a steely-eyed missile man maneuver. We don't have to worry about any of that shit. Oh god! I tried to get as close as I could. And it looks like I was able to get very close indeed to our outpost. Okay. Hi! Hello, open world game. How are you? Alright, so couldn't have parked better than that. So, I tend to keep playing, but we have other games to play this week. We have, we got to play Ship of Fools with our good friend Paperweight. We got to play, we don't have to, we get to. We are lucky enough, we're privileged enough to play Ship of Fools with Paperweight. We're blessed enough to play Starbound with our friend Taltube. And the stars have aligned in such a way that we'll get to play Phasmophobia with our friend Jinnerbomb on Thursday. So we got to figure out all those days. But when I come back to some solo streaming, I'm definitely going to keep on this. Hopefully I'll remember that. Maybe I should keep notes. Next thing we want to do is Biofuel Reactor. We'll check out the Biofuel Reactor. Get that set up. So if their teleporter set up, so I guess we get to the space station. And in order to get to Biofuel Reactor, we need to get more salvage data. And we just got to, I guess, look for the sunken containers for more salvage data. But we got to try to put that together. Look for sunken containers, get the salvage data, Biofuel Reactor, which I assume will let us turn on the teleporter that we can teleport to the space station, and then go from there. It's pretty cool. Again, I know very little about the game. I'm just kind of exploring this and discovering. My initial thoughts are for, again, the $26, there's probably a ton of content. It seems like there's a ton of content here. For if you're got the Switch 2 and you want something to play on it. A portable version of like a little universe to play in. Not bad at all. Certainly a good way to spend your day. Let's start to do the wrap up. Let me get my shit up here. QR code for the Discord. If you want to stop by, jump into the Discord. You can interact with people. You can talk to me if you have a game you'd like to see me play. That's a really good way of doing it. It's probably the best way of doing it. Not to tell you what to do, but if you care, or you're acting like you care, do the Discord. YouTube for the kind of edited VODs. I'll clean up a little bit. It'll be a little bit less of a hassle to watch. And sometimes we run into technical difficulties with the stream. I fix that. Like for the first time we were streaming this game, the stream actually died like twice. So I was able to clip it together in one single video. So if you want to watch the first episode, watch it on the YouTube. I was able to string it all together. Pretty good, I would say. I don't think you even notice the dropouts. Hey, at least that's what I think. But yeah, we have a community event going on. Watch another movie with Blaine. If you have channel points, donate them, and we'll watch a movie together. Some random Saturday, we'll watch a public domain movie together, and we'll just crack jokes. Platy keeps referring to it as like a Mystery Science Theater 3000, and that's not wrong. but we'll do it together. And then the Discord is good for if you want to vote on what movie to watch. I'll put up a poll and get people's input. First movie we watched was Sonny Chiba's The Street Fighter, kung fu film. It's Japanese, but whatever. And then we watched Vincent Price, House on the Haunted Hill. Next movie might be another Vincent Price movie, right? Last Man on Earth. That's technically, that's public domain. That's fair game. The movie that Will Smith's I Am Legend is based on. I'd rather watch Vincent Price than Will Smith, I'm being completely honest. But yeah, check those out. So, in no particular order, Real Monty Python, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Screaming Platypus, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Drop in VT, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Long time no see. Always good when you come by. Jinderbomb, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for protecting the chat. Thanks for chatting. If you're not watching Jinderbomb, go watch Jinderbomb. He plays a variety of things. He's been obsessed with Factorio lately. Screaming Platypus, she plays different first-person shooters. Warrior Emmy, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. And also check out Human Debris as well on Twitch. To everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have watched a TV show. I'm going to throw this out here. The Pradeeps of Pittsburgh ran for one season, and they actually kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. So fair warning going in, the ending isn't overly satisfactory because there's no season 2, and there won't be a season 2. But I actually really like it as far as a sitcom is concerned. They do sitcom things right, and they avoid stuff that I hate, which is, the one thing that I don't like is dad is an idiot, mother is perfect and infallible. It's a little dull. We're getting kind of sick of that. But they're both kind of semi-flawed people, but they actually love each other very much. It's a very loving family. It reminds me of the Addams Family, where the family is, ultimately they have each other's back, and it's really nice to see. It's enjoyable, and it's pretty funny. And I'm from Pittsburgh, so I love stuff about Pittsburgh. Only the one season, but you didn't watch the Pradeeps from Pittsburgh. You watched me play video games. I might not understand a decision, but I appreciate you making it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching me play video games. Because I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's find someone to raid. Stunts! All the stunts in the world. We will go and we will raid. I think we are, if we're being fair and doing our rotation, we did Jin not too long ago. We did Jin we did Ichirius very recently. We did Ray very recently. I think we're up for rating our friend Paperweight. So we'll go ahead and we'll see Paperweight. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Yins be good. Peace out and deuces, everyone.